It is here. Plenty of special nights already planned in the books for the Antetokounmpos. It's part of the trailer for the Disney Plus movie Rise, about the story of Giannis and his family.
This comes out Friday. Look who it brought finally back to us on Fox 6 News at 4. Gino is in the house. And Gino, I know you got an awesome opportunity to speak with not only Giannis, but the entire family.
Exactly. And his mother is just someone special. But yes, been talking about this for months. I called Disney. I said, when is this coming out? We have to talk to Giannis. And boy, he gives, not only is he great on the court, he gives great answers.
Giannis, I think of your father often, and it saddened me so much when he passed. But this movie is a legacy that will keep him alive for not only your family, but for so many others. As a father, what do you think about when you think about your dad?
All the sacrifices he made, how he was a loving dad. He thought about everybody before himself. He put ahead of himself everybody. Hopefully, I can follow his footstep and be able to raise my kid with that same love. But as the movie goes on, I'm happy that we're able to leave something behind. And I know that my dad would be extremely proud of the movie we watch from above. That my son, my brother's kids, and our grandkids, and the next generation after that, they can see where this all started from. It started from my mom and my dad. The sacrifice they made, the decisions they took, the time they spent raising us and giving us the opportunity to be here today. I know that my dad, is looking, down to us, and he's extremely proud, for how the movie turned out. And we, as fathers, hopefully we can follow his footsteps.
You can actually see the other brothers kind of reflecting on their dad as Giannis is talking about him.
Right.
I know this is special for you. You're the only local Milwaukee journalist who got this interview ahead of this Rise movie that's coming out. And I don't think Giannis ever travels alone, does he? I mean, the whole family is a part of this.
But that's what I love about it. It is so important that his brothers and his mother are all a part of this, as was just in the whole making of the movie, of which Giannis is an executive producer.
And then Giannis, as executive producer too, this wasn't just you passed your story off. You were actively involved in the making of this movie.
Oh yeah. Not just me, everybody. That's how we operate as a family. We wanted this movie to be as authentic as possible, a movie that people can relate to. They can see it and they can take something away from it. Like the way you just said that you want to have a family like this, and I think we were able to accomplish that. There was a lot of hours that we spent throughout the season just back and forth. Probably around 25 turns, but we accomplished what we wanted. Like any kid, any person, adult that see this movie, I want them to see what my mom just said. How can you be humble? How can you be determined? How can you be disciplined? How can, no matter what the challenges you face throughout your life, you're still able to, break through and accomplish what you love. How to stay together. How to always have hope when things don't look as good. And I think when people go tomorrow in the screen and watch this movie, they will be able to feel that and take that away with them. And that's the one thing that we could ask for.
Talk about deep, right?
Exactly. And that work ethic, he came here with low expectations from everyone around the NBA except for himself. You can just see it in everything he does. And again, that whole thing, it always has to be his family. That's why the success is there for everybody.
I think it's great. And what I'm so excited about is looking back, because it's so easy to forget, because we see how he is now. He's this, MVP, this championship. You looking back at how he was when he arrived here and what he looked like and how he's just kind of filled out, physically and, with his language and everything. It's just amazing.
Well, he's a real example of what kids should look up to, because he's there supporting his family, caring about his family, and working. How many times would he go down and just shoot by himself? He had a key just so that he could go in the middle of the night if he felt like it, and look at the results.
I know. It's interesting. You talked to reporters who followed him from the beginning. The most miserable times he said was when he was here alone without his family.
Right. Right.
And so when they all came over, he really turned into the MVP that we know today.
Yes, and you could see this on Friday on Disney Plus. And talk about a storybook ending. We know what happened at the end of last year, so not a spoiler at all. But
and it's not over.
It's not over.
No, the book's
That's
not
right.
over. More chapters to be written.
Exactly.
Without a doubt.
Gino, thanks. Don't go anywhere, because maybe if like inspirational movies about local celebrities is not your thing, you've got a child killer trapped in a soundproof room. Ethan Hawke, you talked to.
I did.
All right.
It's a little
we'll
different.
Do the whiplash
It's
dance.
different, but we will.
And we'll get
be
there.
okay. We'll get there.